Feed the beast. Yeah, feed the ducks. Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG community server playing Feed the Beast Beyond. And I'm at my base. But it's been decorated, or redecorated, shall we say. Yeah, Creeper came along here and decided to put his little touch here. And so, you know, kaboom. I wasn't on at the time. I wasn't on at the time, but I think Mechle was standing here, and all of a sudden it went and blew everything up. But it was okay because he was pretty much moving all the machines at the time, so that wasn't a big deal. So that's good. And yeah, most of the stuff that I've got here, I've been moving over into there, and we've expanded that like crazy. But I did make something really quick. This is the sawmill from Thermal Expansion, and I went ahead and made that so I could toss in leather, because we occasionally get these from the various mob farms, and so the nice thing about this is you just keep combining them until you get a full leather piece, and then you toss it in here and hey, you get leather out. And I was needing some of that, so I went ahead and made that. So yay, get me some leather. And a few other things here. Yeah, I need to start building me some walls. But after the creeper went boom, Fixer and Mechle started putting these mega torches around the place to stop the bad from happening. And got a little gift here from Asha, which is very nice. Thank you. A big plate of chocolate chip cookies, because chocolate chip cookies are yummy. Although the ones that my family makes, they're applesauce oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, and they have a bunch of spice. Oh, it's really good stuff. That's it. Yeah, yum. But we were talking about chocolate chip cookies earlier today. And speaking of Fixer and the guys here, Fixer gave me a whole bunch of good stuff. This is a bunch of wyvern armor. So let's go ahead and grab that. Plus watermill and angel rings that will allow me to fly once I get that up and running. So let's drop that, put these guys in place, and don't I look silly? I love the intricacy of the armor, but you know, I feel like I should run and charge and gore people with my horns, and yeah. Anyway, but yay, thank you, Fixer. I've got some nice armor for that. And oh yes, the travel anchor, so I can come over here and say, take me there. Ta-da! Oh, hey, trade area. There is a trade area set up. Are you gonna take me there? Yay! This trade area is just outside our claim chunks, I think. Yeah, just outside, and there's a couple trades in here. Let's see, what do we got right now? We will buy 4 emeralds, some ender pearls, and some wither skulls for lapis. Actually, I think we're going to change all of these out to diamonds, but we're looking at building a building here, and right along here, or maybe right here, we'd have all the trade items. So if there's stuff that you're interested in and you think it would be cool, blaze rods, stuff like that. Oh, I can jump on this. Then we can do that. So let's go back here. Oh no, let's go back to Mechle's place. Because Mechle's been busy, we got a woot farm going. This is a tier 4 woot farm, so we can do all sorts of fun stuff. And let's see what we've got. Efficiency, looting, XP, and rate going. What's currently in there? Wither skeletons is currently in there. So that's going. Oh, let's see where there it is. And back to this area, because I showed this off last time. There's been a few additions. This was all the resources. Oh yeah, 2 different types of basalt, and it didn't like changing them, so we added that. This is the ores that came in, and I miscalculated because I didn't get any of these mana. What is this? Mana infused ore or the draconium ore. When I did my testing after like an hour, none of those showed up, but hey, they come up, so yay, I'm happy for that. And so we get lots and lots of ores here. And then Mechle, I think, spent a whole bunch of time getting a lot of these compacting drawers for various items, and also refined storage here, which is very nice. And then we're going to add a few more things on this side for stuff that we need. But let's go ahead, and I don't need the leather right now because I'm coming over here And I've done this on other servers before, but we're going to do this. The reliquary from, or the charm fragments from reliquary. Charm. Yes, I can spell charm. These guys here, there are different fragments that you can make from the different special drops that you can get from these, and a whole bunch of charms you can make. And once you've got these charms, none of these mobs will attack you anymore. You can attack them and kill them, and they won't turn back on you, which is mighty handy to have. It will lose durability as you attack them. So let's go ahead and make 44 of these, because if I've done the math right, I can go ahead and surround that there. Did I not do the math right? Let's see. That get... Oh, I did big dumb, because I didn't need 7, I needed 4, I needed the others, because the others, here, let's come here, let's go ahead and make, I'm going to sit there and, because we've got plenty of these, let me go ahead and make 1 set of these things. Here's why I needed leather. Let's see, can I mix and match? Oh, I can. Okay. So you grab these charm belts, and if you right click them, then you can add in, oh, I can do multiples. I didn't know I could do multiples of the same mob. Ooh, that's very interesting. Okay, so but this allows you to go ahead and right click and make multiple of these. I want, let's see, yeah, 6 of those here. Dang it, I was supposed to make the 40 of these, but only 4 of those belts, because there's the ghast belt. And so now I can put, now I'm immune to ghasts and creepers, and the rest of these were for the other teammates, and now I loused it up, so I will have to go ahead and remake those for them. Here, I will go ahead and right click this into my bauble slot. Got this pyromancer ring, found it in a chest someplace, and I think that helps me with fire. I haven't been hit with fire since then, so I don't know. But what I do want to do is over here, I want to get 12 of these infused diamonds, and then come over here and drop them around there, and that gives me 12 of these advanced 12. 3, I can math. It gives me 3 of these advanced power cells. So we'll go ahead and grab those 3. And let's go down. Because I made some changes here. This here is the ore miner. Ore miner? Nope, you are the resource miner. And I decided to make it out of the alabaster and hardened stone blocks because, you know, we've got that. And over here is where I moved the ore miner that was sitting here right underneath the solar panel. So if I put one of these power cells here, and let's right click that, let's say I just need one of you, and you're all going to be in. So you are Link. There. You know, yeah. Anyway, so this is ID 36. People have been building these like crazy, and this will go ahead and store power here. Let's go ahead and link these 2 guys, because now I can hop over to here, put 1 here, and where's my card? And that starts getting power, and 1 over here, and you will also get power, and you're going to be an out, and you are also going to be an out. Out. I wonder if it was already... Oh no, I think it took it from over there. But anyway, they're both out. So this solar panel here, and I upgraded it. Let's hop up to the top. I went ahead and spent the lapis and diamonds to upgrade this to a tier 2. So this is making... Do I have the book on me? I don't have the book on me. I'm thinking this is making 3,600 RF a tick, which is pretty nice, and it should be splitting that now between these 2, and they should be producing ores occasionally into here, and also resource things like sand and whatnots, and that should go ahead and get pushed up automatically into there, which gets pushed into there, and when Fixer's back on the server, he can go ahead and replace this with the clear, side blocks. I like being able to look all the way down and see there, but that's where the base of this black one, that's where the base of the that ore miner was, because it was attached right to the bottom of that. But I figured, yeah, we can do both simultaneously. And this can do more output. So when we upgrade this to the next tier, it can go ahead and do more. So, yay for that. What else was I going to talk about? Let's hop up. Oh, one of the nice things about getting these resource miners going, and I liked that the guys came in, and I don't know who did, slapped it with the drawer key that shows the numbers. Here, let's take a look at that. Storage drawers. Let's see, drawer key unlocks item labels, personal key, quantity key. That's or quantify key. This one shows the amount that's stored, whereas you can get these status upgrades and it gives a bar, so you can see how much it is based on the bar, but that tells you what it is. And oh, that's pretty darn cheap. So one of the guys did that. Oh, hey, there's the key over here. Yep, sure enough. So that's the key to lock the stuff, and that's the key to quantify the stuff. Nice. And the one thing that's really easy with this is if you just double click with the key, or actually I think if you just right click with the key on the controller, it does all the drawers simultaneously. But anyway, I was talking about sponges. You can get sponges as one of the resource drops, which means you can get, I took my pick that originally was a flint head, a stone cross piece, and a stick handle. Well, now it is a sponge handle, which means I get silk touch for free, and I also threw on a cobalt head piece and then a copper cross piece. So now I'm getting experience from it, and I also put on, because it had 2 modifiers at the time, I put 2 of the repairing on there. So these ones, because of the wooden handle, slowly repairs, and when I say slow, I mean, whoa boy man, is it slow. But this one's going really, really fast. The only drawback is I couldn't, when I did some running looking for I was looking for nether quartz ore to make. Here, let's take a quick look at the tier 1 ore miner. So tier 1. The reason why I wanted that is I made this one was the resource miner. We crafted the endstone from sandstone and an ender pearl. That's easy to get, and that's pretty easy to make. You just, easy. But the ore miner, that was more tricky, because iron ore, well, everybody's got that, but these 2 need to be silk touched, and so that was the issue. And so that's why I did the sponge handle to get that going, because yay, there's all these resources here coming in, and I love it. So, and it's, the numbers here are pretty low. Let's see what some of the numbers are over here. Yeah, some of these are like iron 0 because we've been processing them. But they have been running, and I love that they do run, because, yay fast. Let's let it do that. So, alrighty, so that's pretty much the caught up as to what's going on here. And if we look at my thing, yeah, I've already got charged up because we have a wireless recharger down there, which is mighty handy. Oh, something else we did, we upgraded the quarry, and this is the deep dark portal. So let's slowly come over into the deep dark. And I have been to the deep dark once before this server. Just popped in, said hi deep dark, and then left, and that was it. I didn't do anything more. And so, but I know that the ore gen here is really nice. Yes, right there, fortune quarry. I spent the time and effort to get this to fortune up our stuff, just because that gives us more of the resources. At this point, we really don't need to run it too much because we've got the ore and resource miner going. But when we were really pressured for diamonds and lapis, that was the issue. And I really have to thank a bunch of the people on the server, because I was able to trade some of the other resources we had, like we had Enderman, not Enderman Head, we had Ender Pearls, we also had some Wither Skulls. People wanted some various stuff, and so I was trading those for the gold and the diamonds, not the diamonds, yeah, the diamonds that we were needing for making the various bits. So yay! And that makes me very happy. So the next thing I need to do, I don't have to run over there. I can use this. I keep forgetting that I have that here. I can go. So the next thing I need to do is, one, fill this up here, but I also want to sit there and get these water mills going so that I have enough GP power to run my angel ring. And that way I can actually start flying about, because I love creative flight. Can you go in there? Won't you? What? I really like to have that in there. Eventually, I'm thinking a really nice, really big solar panel, and let that power an environmental tech nanobot beacon. I like those. But anyway, no, what I need to do is I need to sit there and grab me some buckets, and let's just dump this off up here for right now. I need 2 buckets, and then I'm gonna dig down one of these places, one of these corners, down to bedrock, and I'm gonna put the water gen down there, because I think that's a good spot to have them. You know, it's in my loaded chunk, it's for me, I'm doing everything that's my stuff here in my one chunk. And like I said, I was kind of cheating. All the stuff that's common that we're sharing amongst ourselves, that's going out there in that 3x3 chunk area. And that can stay there just hunky-dory. One other thing. Yes, Pixar has been busy. He went ahead and set up a tier 4, I think, of the draconic power cells, so it can hold a pretty decent amount of power. So at this point, I don't know what is pulling in. That one I think is pulling in, so that's pushing into there, and then that one's pulling from out, but I don't know which one is actually which channel that is and where that's going, but that's powering a lot of the stuff that we have here. Anyway, so enough rambly. I'm going to go ahead and dig down to bedrock and set me up some power gen for my angel ring, and then flight, because that would be great. Alright, much diggy later, and I have an area dug out down there, but let me talk a little bit. Oh, hey, construction going on back there, I see. Yes, that's back there. I think that's Mekle, who is, or possibly, you know, I don't know. One of the guys back there, and I haven't gone back to check, and it's probably Mekle, is building the trade area. And we discussed a bunch of things: nether stars, wither skulls, blaze rods, ender pearls, stuff like that, all for diamonds. Because the idea is, yeah, you for doing some digging and questing for diamonds, you can get some of these harder to get items. So trade is good. Anyway, I made those extra creeper charms, and that was a problem. I felt embarrassed about having made those extra ones. You know, I didn't expect that to happen. Here, let's go down. And so I was thinking, hey, I could give these away, but it's always better if people earn things than it is if you just hand them stuff. So I decided trivia time. So I did a quick question out there to the people and said, hey people, who would like a creeper charm? A charm that would protect you from, let's put water over here, a charm that would protect you from creepers blowing up. And I got a response from Maximum Rose on the server, and she responded. So I said, okay, here is your quest. It's a word game. You need to respond with the next 3 words that I give you. And the first word I typed was elephant, and she responded. And the next word I gave was rhinoceros, and I had to asked Mrs. the Duck Farmer how to spell that because I'm terrible with spelling. And then right after she typed that, I typed wrong in big capital letters. I can fly. So I typed wrong in big capital letters, and she responded by typing wrong in big capital letters and including the exclamation mark I had at the end, because that was the third word. So it's a fun little play. Quite often, if people aren't paying attention, they will say, hey, what do you mean wrong, or something like that, because no, that's not the third word. Third word was wrong. And so then she got to her ring, and then Jedi Smooth was also somebody who asked, let's see, Maximum Rose is on, is Jedi, yep, there's Jedi Smooth right there, near the bottom, and he got the question, and there's the phone that should never ring, and so I said, where did what movie had that word game in it? And he was going, whoa, dang, that's a tough one. And yeah, that's a very tough one. And then I asked, okay, here's a hint. All of them, Frank. Where does that quote come from? And, quick little search later, and Father Goose. It's a fun movie with Cary Grant in it. It's hilarious. You should watch it if you haven't already. And so he got his. And then the next one, I tossed it out there for a third person to say, all right, who else would like it? And let's see, is he on? Yep, Quadrado is on. And he was willing to take it. And I said, okay, see right below Quadrado there in the middle, there's Ravenhurst. I said, here the question is, what actor played the character, oh, and there he just logs out. What played the character Ravenhurst with a U in a movie? He played Sir Ravenhurst in a movie, and the answer to that was Basil Rathbone. And so quick little googling for that, and he got it done, and so yay, I gave them away, because I would rather give them away than toss them in. So anyway, that's one of the silly things that I like doing. But yes, this little get up here with these water mills, they produce 4 GP power, grid power, for each side that has flowing water on it. So a little setup like this, there's 4 flowing water areas around each one of them. So if you look at the bottom, it says grid power is 0 of 64, and this one is generating 16. They're each generating 16, and math says that's 64. 4 bits of water, 4 of these, boom, 64. And if I fly and go look at that, grid power is 32. That angel ring I've got right here, it uses 32 grid power to fly, and now I've got creative flight, and I am so happy because I love creative flight for building the big stuff. And I need to start building some walls for one thing. Oh, hey, I can bump up. Hey, up. Up. There we go. I need to put some walls around here so the creeper stuff don't explode on me, because that would not be much fun. But yep, having a blast here. Got some nifty gifts from people. We got some stuff done over there, and a little trivia challenge. Plus, safety third. I love it having me a good charm belt. Need to do some work and figure out what else to put in there, what other mobs we can do, and see what else the guys are doing. I'm thinking get some Botania stuff going here, because magnet rings, a few other things like that would be nice to have. Yes, I think it's working out really nicely. What about you? You can join the server. If you're having fun watching this, you can go to FTOG.net. There is a application rules for the server and explanation of how to apply to get on the server, and you can follow those steps and join on here. As you can see, we've got a bunch of people that have been on the server from when I was showing the list, and we're having a blast. Yeah, there's a little bit of block lag as everybody's out and exploring, but it's fun interacting with people, and that's a blast there too. And you should also definitely go take a look at the FTOG members that are in the description below and check them out. You know, like, subscribe, send them cake, all that good stuff. Yep. And as much as I love this armor, it's just really goofy looking. But, you know, I'll show you the goofiest bit at the end. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer playing on the FTOG community server doing Feed the Beast Beyond. And thanks for watching. Bye. Here's the goofy pic. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Isn't that weird? Come on, armor. Nah. That makes me feel bad.